acquired in universities, colleges, technical training institutes, and vocational schools. Students are to break this level of education after completing secondary. This is not usually the case, as several factors contribute to a high rate of dropouts, especially in third world countries. As part of efforts to ensure reduction in the number of dropouts, the Girls Charge Foundation embarks on the second edition of its Empowered to Succeed program.
This is the second edition of the Empowered to Succeed program, and why we started this initiative was to reach out to the SS3 students. Now, the SS3 students about to go into the university, we discovered that most of them don't know how to prepare for JAM, they don't know what to prepare for WAEC, they just go to the exam and write and come out without knowing what type of course or the choice of subject to choose. And we want them to succeed. We want them to be able to say, yes, I was given the right guidance.
The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, was represented at the event. He encouraged young people to seek assistance when they encounter challenges.
His message was very simple to the youth, that they needed to speak up whenever they have a challenge. They needed to leverage on their community, leverage on network. Everyone needs to pick up a digital skill, whether it's on social media, whether you have to type up, so even AI.
Young people were advised to learn to work on their vision from a young age.
We want them to build their personal brands, not when they are grown or out of school, but from now. And so for them to be able to do that effectively, we're saying they should be prepared at all times. They need to be disciplined.
Don't forget God in all that you do. It's God's will for you to prosper. It's God's will for you to make it.
Some of the participants said they learned the art and self-motivation and encouraged the foundation to continue the good work.
I've learned not to procrastinate. I've learned to never give up. I would like to tell the organizers that they should keep on doing their best in encouraging the youth, because we youth are the leaders of tomorrow.
Representatives of examination were present to guide on how to register and prepare for entry examinations. Adebanke Udunui, TVC News, Lagos.
Still talking education, experts are advocating for the need for religious, traditional, and community leaders to promote forgiveness and peaceful coexistence. This was part of the submissions of key players at the unveiling of the Peace-Building Lectures Hall at the University of Maiduguri, Borno State. Senior reporter Jessica Tafida had this report.
A recent report released by the United Nations Children's Fund UNICEF indicates that about 50% of girls are not attending school at basic education level. This paints the country in a grim picture. It is why stakeholders from across the advocate for safety in schools. Executive Director Zekowis Aikabu that poor education gender funds plan has resulted to increasing number of out-of-school girls.
21% mentioned or psychological distress and anxiety, while 14% of the household has stress, expressed concern about their children's safety in schools. This further emphasized the need to strengthen our guidance and counseling units across all schools and implementation and reinforcement of environmentally friendly policies and programs. These findings highlight the urgent need for support for girl child education, which is threatened not only by natural disasters, but by societal norms, violence, and inadequate to sanitation, especially during menstruation.
The need for governments to establish adequate wash facilities in schools was again brought to the fore. This, according to them, will help girls manage their menstrual hygiene with dignity.
Let's unite our efforts to address specific needs for children, such as provision of menstrual hygiene products for girls. We advocate for comprehensive policy that tackle changes facing girl child education, ensure their safety, include their voice in decision-making, and promote a gender-responsive approach in education.
October 11th every year was adopted by a resolution of the United Nations General Assembly in 2011 to mark the International of the Girl Child. With this year's theme, Girls' Vision for the Future, Stakeholders want government to set up empowerment initiatives, invest in menstrual health management, and strengthen legal protection for the girl child. Jessita Fida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
To other stories now, a non-governmental organization based in Katsina State has organized a 10-day leather works training for youths to complement efforts of the state government. Abdulatif Yusuf reports.
A lucrative business that has existed for many years and a means of survival that has a very well-established market across the globe. This is why the trade has survived a lot of time and witnessed great transformation to fit the test of time.
Part of the 2024 program with Nigeria Katsina, that we are able to gather some consultants to come and teach and train our youth in the states, about 102 participants from all across the central zone of the state. It's in view of the federal government and state governments in line with its activities that we key into this program, how we can help with to develop themselves and then train themselves and then be self-employed.
These youths were selected from the 3 senatorial zones of the state with the conviction of providing a gainful trade to them by reinvigorating the business across the state. Certainly, colorful leather works are cherished by many and even attracts international markets.
And this is one of the foundation's programs for youth and women development. A word of thanks to the state government and all those who assisted, like the local governments, the emirates, district heads, and all those who...
At present, Katsina has over 500,000 unemployed youths and can take advantage of numerous employment opportunities being created by organizations like this. Abdulatif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.
And in sports news, Super Eagles of Nigeria edged the Mediterranean Knights of Libya by a lone goal in their 2025 AFCON qualifying clash in Uyo. The Eagles had labored for almost all the match, but could not find a way past the Libyan defense and goalkeeper. Midfielder Fisayo Dili Bashiri came off the bench to score the game's lone goal with 3 minutes left in regulation time. He keeps Nigeria top of Group D with 7 points from their first 3 matches after Benin Republic walloped Rwanda 3-0. The Super Eagles travel to Benghazi on Tuesday, and another win almost guarantees a place at the 2025 tournament in Morocco.
I was feeling bad, but again I was also happy that the boys were on top of the game, especially second half. And towards the last 20 minutes of the game, they kept pushing, possessing the ball very well, but mindful of the rear as well, because the Libyans, they had a clear strategy the way they wanted to play, to try to get the ball and then go forward as quickly as possible. Both emotions were high. When the goal came, it was a huge relief. I thought we could have scored more, but the tactics that they deployed, I don't want to use the word packed the bus, like many coaches would say, but they defended in numbers in front of their goal.
It's a good start for us. I think we knew how important this first game was, especially when you play a double-header. We know that Libya came here, I think, to try and get a point. And yeah, they really played very defensively. And I think it would have been in their favour if they would have got that point for us to play. But yeah, like I said before, for us, I think the pressure is a privilege. We're a team that should be winning almost all the games, especially when we play here at home. And I think today we saw, even if it has to be ugly and it took a long time, in the end we got what we need.
Now outside Nigeria, 5th United Nations peacekeeper has been wounded by gunfire in Lebanon. According to UN interim force, the source of the gunfire is unknown, but the peacekeeper is currently stable after undergoing surgery. This development comes as world leaders condemned attacks on United Nations personnel by Israeli forces in southern Lebanon after a second incident within 48 hours. In Israel, the IDF says it has intercepted a number of launches from Lebanon and earlier reported that 2 drones were detected from Lebanon and another from Syria. That's TVC News' hour. For more updates on the stories we're monitoring, you can visit our website. It's www.tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. On YouTube, we're live at TVC News Nigeria. Thanks for watching. See you at the top of the hour.
So good to win. The Cowbell So Creamy So Good promo with 150 million naira worth of cash and loads of free airtime up for grabs. Just stack a chance to win. Simply buy 10 sachets of Cowbell 12 gram or 1 Cowbell 320 gram refill pouch. Submit the empty packs to any collection center near you and exchange the sachets for a scratch card. Scratch the card to reveal your unique code and text the code to 1319 to enter the draw. Promo runs from October to November 2024. For more info, visit www.cowbell.ng. Terms and conditions apply. Cowbell, our creamy goodness.
In the womb, outside the womb, in different locations, can be easily dissolved by these products because these products travel in the blood. And once the fibers are located in the blood, are innervated, are supplied with blood, these products will reach there and carefully dissolve them without any issues, without side effects, without causing any problems. And usually, fibroid can cause the loss of pregnancy if the pregnancy comes up in the first place. And it may not even allow the pregnancy to come. When the fallopian tube is blocked, the ovaries cannot even have access, cannot move to where it's supposed to go to. But once these products are used with large volume of water, it gets rid of the blocked fallopian tube. The fallopian tube unoperatively opens up when large volume of water are used with the products that NAFDAC has listed. So if you have fibroid, you may like to do operation. You may also like to swallow just some listed NAFDAC approved products, which you just swallow them with large volumes of water. You have the capacity to gradually melt them without you necessarily undergoing an operative talk.
Stay tuned to TVC News for best reports and analysis to use first with breaking news.
Being big that Russia, it feels words and advocate for the truth. It's bringing fresh energy from old insights to journalist angles.
Get deeper analysis and dynamic perspectives. Join me and Baba to do what I do. All the very